Alright, some grown-ups. My name is Nick Foster, and I have a problem. No, okay. Hi, I'm Nick Foster. I'm doing a Fastback session tonight here at Fastback Studios up in Seattle, Washington. Down in Seattle, Washington. I don't know where you are. We're doing a Fastback session tonight at Fastback Studios. Playing myself and my good friend Jazmarae Beebe is going to be joining me on some harmonies and kind of just doing a stripped down set of some older material and some new material, trying some things out. I didn't start playing the guitar and singing really until I discovered that I liked girls and that they liked guys who played guitar and sang. So that happened at some point in the early teenage years, and then since then I've found that there's a lot more value to it than that. I write a lot through the lens of relationships, but that's not really always what I'm writing about. I think that it's a very accessible thing. It's something people can relate to and understand and identify with, but really from that starting point of just kind of human interaction, it gets a lot bigger than just, you know, the girl you had a crush on at the bar or the guy you bought a drink for.
You were a beautiful thing. I was proud to signify. For I am but an idea buried in your mind.
Why I play music is something I have a pretty decent handle on, and that's because I've taken, you know, I've had to ask myself, because really when it boils down to it, if you don't have a good reason to play music, it is just a lot of noise. It's just, you know, an insane amount of artists making an insane amount of music with just open access to everything, and just people being bombarded with, listen to this that I made, come to this show that I have, just from every direction, in every city, everywhere. And so really, to me, it's about offering more than just, you know, something you toss in the player and walk away from without gaining anything through listening to it. So that's kind of always my driving motive. I try to, you know, I have to express myself artistically and work my stuff out, but when it comes to something that I offer to other people, I try and make sure that there's value there for them to take away.
But then I realized that everything I thought I knew wasn't real. I can't solve the world for you when I don't know it myself at all.
For me, it's just about trying to offer the understanding that I feel like I have, and knowing that it will completely change, because believe me, 2 years ago I thought I had it all figured out, and I recognize how stupid I was 2 years ago now, and I'm sure 2 years from now, the understanding that I hold to be the most true today will have changed. But at whatever point, everyone has their progression, their journey, their story, whatever you want to call it. And so anything I can offer to someone that gives them more understanding, that's useful to them, that's kind of what drives me to keep getting in front of people and forcing them to pay attention to me. Whoever gave me a microphone at some point, they made a bad decision, and I intend to make them pay for it. any artist uses their art or music as an outlet to express themselves, to kind of work their stuff out, to understand the situations that they're in. And I do that just like anyone does. You know, there's for every song I sit down and play in front of people, there's 3 or 4 really self-indulgent songs that have no value to anyone else that I'll sit down in my room and bang out, and then, you know, just let them go, because sometimes it is just working your stuff out. The ones that grab my attention to really finish and follow through with and take to the band and record and play in front of people are those that kind of, it's hard to explain. They have like this little focused center to them, like just a sort of big idea or like a spark, this little piece of commonality. When I'm working my stuff out and I come across something of, oh, that's something I've realized. I realized that because of the experience I've just been through. Now I can bottle it and offer it to someone else who maybe they're struggling, you know, 3 months behind me on a timeline, and I just saved them 3 months of like the worst, feeling the worst, you know. Or maybe it's a good feeling, you know. Maybe it's like realizing that something is the way it is, but that's not bad, and that it's okay. And so, yeah, music and art, it's definitely a therapy for the artist. But I think good art kind of transcends that a little bit. It uses that as, you know, just the kindling for a fire that can burn a little brighter, if you will, if you give it the appropriate fuel.